Good afternoon, all. Hey, this is Raghav, and welcome to Billionaire. Please do accept my sincere apologies for being absent since last week. I was not feeling well, had some personal engagements, and I was not able to bring any learning video for you guys. And in between, hope you had a great trading session. So, as you know, I'm a full-time worker. I work for an IT company, and trading is my part-time. Now, these are the Camarilla pivots. And just to refresh all the basics for all the newcomers and the old viewers, now why do you need to follow me? So you need to follow me because in our channel, most of the folks are part-time traders. If you're a full-time trader, you need to use different strategies. But as a part-time trader, I'm being pretty consistent. So the methods I use clearly identifies who is moving the price, and you have a great scalping opportunity. If you are disciplined, definitely we can make money. Now, just to quickly, this is the amount I made today. In fact, I tried recording the video, but the recording did not work. It only shows the profit screen, so I'm not I couldn't share that video. Hopefully tomorrow or the next week, I will again try and record the my tradings and the logic so that you can understand how exactly I enter and exit. Now this is again scalping, and all these tradings will get over before 10 a.m. And I want to just quickly walk you through my console. So this is my profit records. Why am I showing profit records again? So that just in case if you have any doubts, I want you guys to park your doubts, and you can gain confidence by looking at my profit screen. Okay, this is last month November screen, right? As you can see, I always have a capital of how much? It will be around 99,000 or 1 lakh. I don't try to increase my capital. That is my consistent capital for last 1 year. So for November month, I almost made double the profit. However, 40% I paid for taxes and brokerage. I mean, is this the way to trade? Definitely not. Honestly, this is not the way to trade. This is a very, very bad trading. Losing 40% of your earnings will only make brokers rich. Now, why I went here since last month because of various engagements. I kind of lost my discipline and over traded, and that's a result of this. Right now, how did this month faring so far? Okay, and this month also, as you know, I was not able to trade most consistently once or twice. In fact, I missed 1 or 2 days of trading. But so far, yes, this is reasonably better. So considering today's profit of 10K, so I have almost achieved last month's target, paying less brokerage, right? This is my 72. Now, even this, I could have reduced it to 15 or less, maybe another 5K I could have reduced. Why I missed this? Maybe after these 3 days with small trading, I kind of did a over trading on couple of occasions, and also after the initial 30K profit, I had made around 33K in first 3 days, and the next 3 days I incurred loss, and then there was some patchy days. Now overall, what I'm trying to tell you here is this a fantastic profit? Per lakh, I'm making around 50%. I make more than 100% regularly. But the reason why I'm sharing that is most of our channel members, Telegram channel members, reach out to me telling why they are missing the trades. Now, there are a lot of masters, trading masters in YouTube. You know, you might have seen some people making a crore in a single day. Some people make consistently 4-5 lakhs in a single day, and that too by trading only Nifty and Bank Nifty. So in front of all of these guys, this 50K might not look big amount, but I'm going to ask you a simple question. Which bank in the world can give you more than 50% interest month on month? My trading capital is 1 lakh. I make 60K. As you see, consistently 2 days, 2 months, I made 60K. Prior months, I can show you it was more than 1 lakh. But the catch I want you to focus here is discipline. If you stick to discipline and if you trade less, then you will make money. Remember, you should not lose your capital. And every trade is a risk. And when every trade is a risk, that means the entry locations matters most. Now you can ask another question to me just before we enter into analysis. The other question might be why I'm not increasing my capital. Yes, I'm an IT professional. I'm a senior project manager. I can go up to 10 lakh investment. One of the reasons why I'm not investing is not because I'm full-time employee, but the proof of concept which I am trading is still not matured enough for me to increase the capital. So whenever I tend to increase the capital, my mind loses control. So this is the capital currently which I'm handling, and I'm also working on the proof of concept of my trading. So maybe in next 6 months to an year down the line, you can see me that I might increase my capital. Instead of 1 lakh, I might increase it to 3 or 5 lakhs and then trade and take it from there. But this is very important, guys. So unless you understand your own trading and be consistent, do not overtrade. Remember, all of us are trading because we want to grow rich. Some of us even want to make millions of rupees. The only way we can make millions of rupees is whatever concept of trading we are using. Pivots, Camarilla pivots, Fibonacci, support resistance, price action, or Elliott waves, or gun trading, whatever trading you are using, that trading concepts needs to be understood clearly. And if you are entering with 10K capital and making 20% or 50% profit, then you should also have the courage to go with 1 lakh and make 50% of the profit or 100% of the profit. Trust me, anybody who is trading Nifty, there is more than 300% profit which you can make month on month if you follow price action and pivots alone. Bank Nifty, you might have even more than that. But to reach to that level, you need to consolidate the knowledge, can have a proper money management, and then you need to overcome the fear and greed. So this, the last part, right? Overcoming the fear and greed. This is a personal challenge for all the traders, including me. The day you overcome your fear and greed, that is the day when you start making lots of money, lots of money. Well, let's quickly come back and see. These are the pivots which I'm trading. This is Nifty, Camarilla. So just to quickly refresh, I have already provided a knowledge sharing video on Camarilla, what exactly each levels are. Now in Camarilla pivot, R3 or H3, both are same. So what do you mean by R3 or H3? R3 or H3? Nothing but most of the times these are, you have R2, R1, which are insignificant for Camarilla pivot trading. So I'm not using R1 and R2 and S1, S2. These are the most important Camarilla pivots. This is how I trade. You can watch that video for better understanding. Now below R3 is a selling zone. S3 is a buying zone. Likewise, S4 is a buy zone. R4 is a selling zone. Above R4, you need to consider it as a breakout. See, below S4, you need to consider it as a breakout. What happened yesterday? High probability, if it happens at the beginning of the day. Now today, what happened? Above R3, we have a very sharp pin bar. So R3 is a selling zone. So this resistance is broken with a sharp pin bar, and market almost reached R4, came back to test this level. Near this level, it formed a double bottom. Double bottom, as you know, 65 to 70% of the times it will not break in the first attempt or second attempt. So this is a very strong support, and the moment you saw this big green bar, if you had taken a trade targeting R4 or beyond, you could have entered it. Now you might ask me a question: how do you know the trend has shifted? We are in a downtrend. Yes, we are still in a downtrend, but how do you know trend has shifted? Watch these level, guys. If you know pivots, we call something as value areas, right? S3, S4. This is similar to CPR, right? Sorry, R3, S3. Beg your pardon. not S3. What do you see here? Now this is a descending CPR kind of stuff, right? CPR, if you know CPR, it is descending CPR. Like R3, S3, this value area R3, S3 is below yesterday's. So market is in strong downtrend. It indicates what happens opening. Opening, there's a gap up, and above R3, you get a pin bar. So what happened overnight? Investor sentiment has changed. Who is that investors? It might be smart money, it might be Warren Buffett, it might be mutual funds or banks. Who cares? All you need to understand is overnight, although we have a strong downtrend, something changed and market gave a sharp pin bar near R3. And you should also know this is we had a sharp fall for last 2 consecutive days, and after last 2 consecutive days, although in a very strong trend, we had a gap up, which means this is a natural way where market moves. After a sharp uptrend or downtrend, there will be a pullback. This is nothing but a pullback. So this is all you need to have. You should not watch news. You should not get influenced by global market. Just follow pivots, understand what each level is. You will make money. Now here, pin bar, you entered. Now you might ask how far you need to follow. I have given you the miniature version of golden crossover, and this is one of the way where you can make strong money. See how yesterday it moved. If you're following this, your stop loss should be 15 EMA until unless it is very vertically down. See here, even yesterday, the 15 EMA was crossed at the bottom where you would exit. If you're too afraid, you can keep 5 EMA, but keeping 5 EMA will make you to multiple entries. So considering every trade is a risk. After this double bottom, this pullback, you know market is in uptrend. If you had entered here, yes, it comes here. This is a double bottom, but once this is taken out, you can follow this. Because 15 EMA is your stop loss, right? Where did it close below 15 EMA? Here. Now you should just exit here and then wait for further confirmation. Why? Because when we are in a strong downtrend, if you are following standard pivot, R1 and R2 will become the selling zones. Similarly, in Camarilla pivots, around R4 or H5 will become the strong selling zones. Usually R4 is a strong selling zone. Now, how do you identify? Watch here. Now I'm going to remove these EMAs. So use EMA only to beat your fear. Watch this peak, this peak, this peak. Now, how many peaks you have? Now, this is a pretty lengthy video, but this is a learning video. I don't know how else I can reduce it. If you're a true learner, you will follow this and be patient. What do you see here? So market is going higher high, higher high, higher high, but RSI is going lower, 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 right? So this is indicating that the upside momentum is dropping, right? Now cover all this peak. It breaks here, but once it comes, it pulls back. So you need to cover both the peaks, right? Where is the RSI breaking here? So RSI is breaking the channel here. Nifty is breaking the channel here. So this was a high probability area for you to enter the trade. Again, you can follow 5 EMA. If you see, I'm going to make it very big so that you can understand. So the red line is 15 EMA, stop loss is hit, and the 5 EMA. Now, if you follow 5 EMA and watching this trend line break out here, the channel breaking out on RSI. So you have a very high probability trade. So what would be a stop loss again? You can keep the stop loss above 15 EMA. And see here, both 5 EMA, 15 EMA crossing over 34 EMA. Now, since this 34 EMA and 15 EMA and 5 all are lagging, the candle moves first. Probably after this candle or this candle, 34 EMA, the 15 EMA came below this black line. So if you follow 5 EMA, you would enter here because 5 EMA across the larger EMA, 15 EMA, and also you see RSI negative divergence. So if you had entered there, you would have followed it. Now, let me close everything. It came, this is 2:30 p.m. The low of the day is broken. If you follow the day high, this candle high, this candle low, or this high, or this low, anywhere in between. The day's high and low are significant pivots, which are turning points, and the break of them majority of the times have higher probability of price going in that direction. Today we had a gap as well. Now market came here. Now how do we know that market is taking support here? So this one way is yesterday, this was a congestion zone before the break happened, right? So this you can consider as strong support. Market came down, went sideways before breaking the pivot. So here is one condition, but still day low is broken. You should look for gap fill. But if you are concentrating on the charts, this is not an 100% piercing pattern. Where did this close? This closed at 16,695.55. Where did this open? 16,697.5. 95. So upside. Okay. This is not a piercing pattern as well. So this was kind of a doji, not an ideal doji, but still you have wick from the bottom, wick from the top. Now, when you see this near previous congestion zone, you should just wait for this to be broken. Now, what happens next? You get a kind of gap up and you get a morning star. Isn't this a morning star? This is a morning star because this closing above the red candle indicates that market will go up. And if you follow this on 15 minutes, you have a sharp reversal wick, and probably you could have taken around 10-15 points if you had courage. But especially in a fall, Nifty or Bank Nifty, in a fall, after a trendy fall in a pullback in between the day, if a fall happens, once you capture the moves using 5 EMA, exit. Do not go for counter trade because option trading is risky and volatility nobody can tell, because the volatility means every minute there will be, or every second there will be 4-5 points or 10 points or 15 points fluctuation. So you should avoid high volatility. If you're a newcomer, say a couple of years ago, 2020, when COVID started, say February end and March, the volatility was per minute, it was varying around 50 points to 100 points sometimes. Very high premium. So you need to understand how to trade. You can beat the volatility. The only way to beat the volatility is trading at the level. Say trading at the level means what would be your trade? Taking trades near the pivot. Below this is the stop loss. Or taking the trades in between pivots. Say you have missed, you are a full-time worker like me and part-time trader. So once you identify the trend, allow market to come closer to 5 EMA or 15 EMA, then take the trade, because your stop loss will be below that or below pivot. This is the way you have to trade. Now here, after the sharp pin bar, again, this is R3. This is a buying zone. So pin bar indicates reversal. So in a buying zone, if you keep R3 below as stop loss and entered from till here, until this reversal pin bar came, probably you could have scaled some points. Now, why market reversed here? Some people might tell, I don't know, I'm too confused, I don't know what to do. That means that you're not gone through my complete 2-hour sessions of video. Time and again, I had told you, you spend hundreds or thousands of rupees, like 40, 50K or 15K, 5K, no matter how much, you tend to pay that much amount for external training. This was a reversal pin bar curve. in the fall at the bottom is a what do you call negative sign. Market most of the time moves up. Okay, if this is formed at the top, it's positive, market comes down. Now after this reversal point, instead of market moving up, there was a sharp fall. This was almost a great Marubozu candle. So this zone is a selling zone. So when market pulled back in this zone, if you wanted to sell, you have to wait until this is broken, keeping target of H4. But since this is a selling zone, you should always look to sell. In a high volatility, if you take blind trades, maybe in this you would have made around 20 points, 25 points. But as said, avoid trading a later half of Nifty or Bank Nifty. Trade in the first half. If you have made your money, exit. Hope you like, subscribe how to trade um, on Camarilla pivots or Nifty pivots. As the video is lengthy, I'm going to stop here. We'll bring out the analysis in a later video, or one of our expert, RP, is an Elliott wave expert, and if you follow me, you can follow him as well. He has given a great calls. He has more than 70% accuracy, and all this fall from the top till bottom, he had predicted it. You can watch his video for Nifty and Bank Nifty levels. Please do share, subscribe, and encourage. We will be bringing more and more educational videos so that you can trade like us and make money. Thank you all. Have a good day.